And he gets paid a triple dice. Alright, time for the next mini-game. Alright, we have a 4-player mini-game. And we're playing Granite Getaway. Alright, let's do this. A Monty Ball's already out. There was Waluigi. Alright, it's just me and Toad are left. Alright, Toad's out. So it's all up to me, and we made it! Very nice. We definitely made it through that minigame perfectly right there for how that turned out. Alright, now we just have 2 more turns left. And Daisy's leaving now. Toad gets a 6. And he just landed on a Bowser space. He has to give up 30 coins. Alright, let's see. Let me take a quick look at the board. Okay. How about we bring out my other set of payday double dice right here. 2 and 9 for a total of 11. So we're going to get 11 coins from that. Okay, we'll head to the left. And it's going to be a 7 for Bonnie Ball. And now he's seeing this boo here. Dang it! I figured that was coming, where he was going to take away one of my stars, especially with how much of a big lead I have. But it's alright. We shouldn't get too down on ourselves right here, because we still have the lead. Oh, looks like Monty Ball landed on Waluigi Star Scale Traps, so he has to hand one of his stars to Waluigi. So I'll make a Waluigi go back on the board. And now we're back to chance time. Alright, what's gonna happen here this time? We shall find out.
Chance time.
And Waluigi has to give 20 coins to Monty Ball. Alright. So Waluigi's going to bring out his payday triple dice. He gets 7, 8, and 2 for a total of 17. So he'll also get 17 coins. And he's going to buy mushroom tickets. Not really too sure why he's even going for them, considering that we are close to the end of the game. Looks like he's getting 7 coins on the lucky space.
Mini game.
Alright, we're going to do a 1 versus 3 mini game. And Sunset Standoff. I'm with Mario and Waluigi for this. Alright, let's get into the first round. So one of us needs to try to survive within 5 rounds. Unfortunately, I'm already out. Alright, round 2. Alright, let's go to round 3. Oh, my teammates are doing a really good job on this so far. Alright, on to round 4. Malimo's out. So it's up to Waluigi here in this last round, but let's see if he can survive. He did! Alright! So we do get the win right there on that mini game.
Final turn.
Alright, let's head into the final turn. Alright, 7 for Toad. So because this is the last turn, Toad cannot stock up right here on his items at the dice stop. But he's still shining his car right here for some reason. Alright. So anyways, let me get a quick look at the map here. Okay. So I may as well go ahead and use my custom dice blocks as it is the last turn. And I will go ahead and max this out with a 10. Alright, so we're getting a bonus 30 coins for completing 3 laps. Alright, so Bonimo gets a 4. And he's getting 15 coins on lucky space. And Waluigi's going to use one of his mushroom tickets. That's pretty much the only one that he's going to be able to use after he bought them on the previous turn. He rolls a 9, that's 5 on the mushroom for a total of 14. And Waluigi's going to be getting that star right here as well.
You got a star.
Alright, so the star's back over here, but not that it really matters, because or I'm not going to be able to get to it. Alright, now time for the final mini game. So it's going to be a 4-player mini game to finish it off, and we are playing Platform Peril. Of course, the rules of this version of the mini game are different compared to how it is originally, but basically, instead of it being a usual race, we try to collect as much coins on these platforms as possible along the way. Alright, we managed to get 27 coins. That was really good. But anyways, that is it for the last turn. So we are now going to go over the final results, and then we will see who our winner is in a moment. Anyways, here's what star distribution looked like throughout the game. Alright, let's get to the bonus stars now. So the first bonus is the mini game bonus. I believe that is going to me. Yes, it is. Alright, now what's the second bonus going to be? The eventful bonus. And who's getting this? It's going to me as well! How about that? Alright, so I think we know who won this game right here, so let's go and reveal the winner. It's me!
Congratulations!
We just could not be stopped right there, especially right in the end from when I really pulled away from everyone. Alright, anyways, let's check out the awards that everybody got. I got the minigame award, Waluigi got the item space award, Mario got the chance item space award, and Toad got the Versus space award. But yeah! That was certainly a great game right here for how this turned out, and that was definitely really nice for the way that I was able to pull off the win for Aubrey right here in this segment. So yeah, we finished with a total of 6 stars, which was quite impressive, and my opponents just were nowhere near me right at the end of this thing. So yeah, that was quite a big win for how we managed to pull this one off, that's for sure. Anyways, now let's go on and go over our detailed results before we wrap things up for the segment. So Waluigi landed on the most blue spaces. Me and Toad had 1 red space, while Waluigi and Mario didn't land on any of them. Waluigi landed on the most lucky spaces. I was the only one that landed on an unlucky space. Waluigi had 2 item spaces, while the rest of us had 1. Mario and Toad had 1 Bowser space, while me and Waluigi didn't land on any of them. And I had the most event spaces by 2 over Mario, and Waluigi was the only one that didn't even land on a single event space. And Mario was the only one that had a chance time space. He had 2 of them. And Toad was the only one that landed on a Versus space. And let's go down to the party results. I did have Rich, and I won 9 mini games while all my opponents won 3 of them. Nobody found any hidden blocks this game. I did win both the showdown mini games we did. We had a 3-way tie for shopping with me, Waluigi, and Toad. We each bought 3 items while Monty Mole only had 1. And I ended up using the most items, and I did travel the most spaces by 32 over Toad, and Monty Mole was the one that had a Slowpoke by 43 over Waluigi, and nothing matters on the reactions since I was the only one playing. But yeah, like I said, this really certainly turned out to be a great game overall right here, especially for how big of a lead that I had in the end, and there was just nothing my opponents could do right there to stop me from getting that win, so I'm certainly very satisfied about that. Alright, so anyways, that is going to do it for Super Mario Party Jamboree for the Nintendo Switch as part of AubreyS1987's birthday special, but we still have one more game left to play, and I will see you all for that final segment right after this, so stay tuned.